Hey, how's it going, guys? Figured I'd try this live stream thing one more time, see how it goes. Last week didn't go so well, so this is one last chance for this computer. I got a new one over there. It just came in the mail, so I haven't had a chance to hook it up yet. And at about 1 hour from now, I'm going to be part of All About Comics' online auction, so I didn't really want to start taking down and installing a new computer before I told him I'd be a part of his auction tonight. So hopefully next week or next time I do a video, I'll have a new computer set up. So this probably close to 10-year-old computer will be retired after this live streaming tonight. So hopefully I make it through this all right. So, but I did want to do a quick video because I got a Midtown haul today. I hit the road and did some shopping in some other shops, half-price books. So I got a lot of stuff I kind of need to show so I don't leave it sitting out and piling up like I had been in the past. So I'll go ahead and get into the books for those of you watching on the rewind. So the first one, I got a little bit of a half-price books haul. I went there about Friday. Apparently they're getting out of the dollar business, or they're starting to notice a few things they've got in their bins and marking some things up. So unfortunately, a lot of the stuff I got this time is not $1. So I'm a little disappointed, but it is what it is. But some good books, some good prices. I got a Michelangelo one-shot #1. This one was $4, but I'm a sucker for turtles, so I definitely had to get this for $4. And it looks like it's basically brand new, so I'll pay $4 for that all day. Got some Metal Men in the Silver Age, so Metal Men 31 for $3. It's pretty much anything like $5 or less Silver Age, it automatically gets picked up for me, basically. So thought that was pretty cool. They had something like that. Next up, got an Iron Man 84 for $3. So like I said, my half-price books usually doesn't get a lot of books like this for some reason. So decided to go ahead and just pick this stuff up. Next up, Devil Dinosaur #2 for $3. Had the first issue already. Decided, hey, why not get the second issue since it was right in front of me there. So I always thought these Devil Dinosaur books are pretty cool. Next up, Incredible Hulk 193, once again, $3. So I'm all about paying a little bit extra, I guess, at the half-price books, as long as they keep getting cool stuff like this in. Hey, what's up, Trinity? Glad you can make it. Next up, World's Finest 187, $2. So I guess I decided it was a little bit beat up, which is not too bad for a 15-center. But I'm like, hey, cool, $2 for World's Finest. I will definitely grab that all day long. And then the last one, I still had a bag and board, but I've been selling some dollar comics at my parents' antique shop. So now I'm out of bags and boards. What's up, Splash Page? How's it going? Got Wild Dog #1 for 50 cents. So thought that was kind of cool. He's on the Arrow show. Don't know too much about Wild Dog in the comic, I'll admit. But hey, 50 cents, why not? So next up, if you guys have been paying attention to Midtown's website, Midtown Comics, I had a 75% flash sale last week. And of course, there we go. I'm starting to lag a little bit. Like I said, this computer will be retired after tonight. So anyway, most of these books I picked up for like $2, $3, $1.33. I think I got this Midtown exclusive for maybe $2 something. So it's a Tyler Kirkham sketch variant. So that was a pretty good price for an exclusive. And then I think most of this stack here is the Scott Snyder All-Star Batman run. So I got the #4 variant Jock cover, which I absolutely love these Jock covers. I think these are some of his most underrated covers he's done. So I absolutely love getting these. And I didn't have most of these already. I think I skipped around this series because they were most of them are $5 a pop when they first came up. I think I got these for $1.33 a piece on their flash sale. So another awesome Jock cover. And then here's his Batman fighting Mr. Freeze cover. So I thought this was really awesome. I absolutely love this cover. I actually already had the, I think this is a cover C, and I had the cover B. This is a Tool Lotte variant. So actually, you'll see here, it's like I bought a bunch of Tool Lotte stuff since her stuff seemed to be 75% off for some reason. So absolutely love her art. Sorry for the glare. I'll try to do a little bit better job. But I absolutely love her art, and I decided to start typing in artists I like into the Midtown search engine, and this was one of the things that popped up. So I was happy to have that. #8. Trying to figure out. Oh, Giuseppe Camuncoli did that cover, who does a lot of Spider-Man. So Like I said, I hadn't read these yet. Now I'm looking forward to it. I was waiting for like a nice hardcover edition to come out because I figure if I couldn't get them cheap, I'd just get a hardcover. And instead, they actually marked them down pretty cheap, so I decided just to splurge and get most of the run. So can't beat them for $1.33 when they were $5 previously. And then they go into a bunch of Raphael Albuquerque covers, which I like his art too. So I got most of the Albuquerque covers for the rest of the run. And there's number 12. And I think, nope, there's a 14. So there's 13. And then number 14. I guess if anyone out there's actually read this series, let me know what you think. Because to be honest, besides the first arc, I never really heard much about All-Star Batman from Scott Snyder. And considering everybody loves everything Scott Snyder and Batman, I'm a little bit surprised. So, and then I also got this Terry Dodson Midtown X. I think this is a Midtown exclusive. Yeah, this was also a Midtown exclusive cover. I think I paid like $2.50, and these things usually, like when they're on the website to begin with, they're usually like $10. So I figured $2.50, why not? Next up, I got a Black Canary variant cover, the Babs Tar variant. I think I paid like $5 or $6 for this. I think this is a 1 in 25, and I always thought this cover was really awesome. So love me some Babs Tar artwork as well. So had to get that. Hey, what's up, Bueller? My name is Big Kaz. Any chance you hiring? Yeah, if anyone out there has any like lawn work or something, there's this guy named Big Kaz who's looking for work. So another Tua Lote variant cover. This one's on a Sam Wilson Captain America number 12. So I'm trying to get that glare. There it goes a little bit better. You see, this webcam kind of works sometimes when it's not causing horrendous lag. I had never heard of this series before until like I said, I searched for Tua Lote on the Midtown search engine, and then there's this Supreme Blue Rose. It was written by Warren Ellis and illustrated by Tua Lote, so I was immediately intrigued by that. And actually, I think I basically paid cover for these because I was so interested just to see what in the world this series was all about. So I'll definitely be, actually I'm going to put that in my reader box up here so I don't forget specifically. But I did not know her and Warren Ellis worked together on anything. So I'm extremely interested to see what this series is all about. And there is issue 3. So I guess if anyone's heard about this one, yeah, chime in, let me know. Because I haven't heard anyone ever talk about this one. Picked up an extra copy of the Justice League #1 Batman variant. It's the Jim Lee one. And these black bags are glary. So, yeah, I ended up getting an extra because I ordered it. And then my local shop actually ended up getting it in for some reason. So now I have 2. So maybe I'll put this over here with my auction stuff tonight. Wink, wink, hint, hint, perhaps. Freebie, something, something. They also, oh, there's some nice thunder. So if the feed goes out, I guess you guys know I got struck by lightning. Getting some nice weather here. They had a bunch of these like Superman's friend Jimmy Olsen, or Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen's, and a couple Lois Lanes. These were like an average of $2 a piece. So I'm like, why not? They're 15-cent, you know, basically awesome Bronze Age DC books. So I was just like, why not? So got a Lois Lane 107, Lois Lane 101. So I always thought these older books are pretty cool. I just immediately thought of Big E's when I was purchasing these. I'm like, man, I'm getting some Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen off Midtown. Hopefully Big E's knows about this. So, hey, what's up, Paul Milton? This one is Jimmy Olsen 132. So actually, I got the Dark Side Burn issues. So I think these pretty much are right before those issues. So I might actually have to read these as a run because I think I got a good chunk of it now. 130. I guess Superman's a robot getting operated on this issue. Nice. So I need to start reading some of this older stuff. I keep hearing Alex at the Comic Order talk about how he's mainly reading the older classics now. Hey, what's up, Joker M21? And I mean, yeah, there's definitely a different certain type of charm to these books that, you know, absolutely is not replicated at all today by anything. So absolutely is one of my goals in my reading this year, I guess you could say, is just to read more stuff like this. Yeah, it's funny, Joker. I was just saying before you hopped in how hopefully a Big E's knew about the sale at Midtown because these Jimmy Olsens were all 75% off. So I said, there's issue 124. 123. Yeah, I know splash page. I'm slowly getting toward the same thing. Like I said, I think one of my main reads I want to start reading is the Doctor Strange from the 70s, just because of the awesome art with Frank Bruner. He does some excellent work on those old Doctor Strange books, so I definitely want to make sure I get those. Okay, good. That's good, Joker. I'm glad to hear that. And then there's 116. And what's really frustrating for me about this is I just cleared up like maybe 400 or 500 comics out of the boxes behind me to sell for $1. And then Superman box was crammed, and now I got all these Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen to cram in there. Hey, what's up, TJ Watson? Glad you can make it live. Looks like we got some not elongated man, elastic lad. Then we've got 108. Nice. I got a little bit of pop. Sorry, I'll go a little bit faster just because I got a few other things to talk about, and I got to get ready for the auction still. So there's 106. Go back to Lois Lane with 110. Wow, that one looks really weird. People throwing rocks at a baby strapped to Lois's back. Jeez. Approved by the Comics Code of Authority, though. Think about that. What's up, Tat? What's up, Symphonic Elk? Yeah, first world problems. There's Lois Lane 109. Symphonic Elk. There's going to be an auction on All About Comics' channel at 8:30, so about 50 minutes. So there's 108. Okay, so that was it for my Midtown haul, I believe. Sorry, I just brought up everything upstairs on a big stack. So I went to Terre Haute today, about an hour away from me. I actually visited a comic shop over there and a Books A Million. And luckily, the Books A Million, I didn't realize they got, what's up, Comic Boys? I didn't realize the Books A Millions got like current stuff. Basically, this is stuff that just came out in the last couple of weeks that I couldn't find at my local shops because they just sold out or whatever. Actually, I kind of just splurged on this Thor. I haven't read this Thor yet, but I've heard really good things. So I was just like, why not just get it finally? But $6 cover price, this better be a good story. So no, I didn't get any fried pie variants this time. They start those things off at way too much for me. Sometimes I'll grab them for like $1. But I didn't see any I like this particular trip. But then I got Thor #1. And I kept hearing from Rich from Reviews for the Batcave that this was an awesome read. And I'm glad to finally find it. It took me basically 2 shops were sold out. And then I went to the Books A Million, and they actually had a couple copies. So I picked up one, The Immortal Hulk. I did read this today. It's pretty legit. I was surprised the direction this Hulk book's going. It started off like, there's like a guy who's holding up a gas station, and he actually does some really bad things at that gas station, we'll just say. And the Hulk, he's kind of bears witness to all this. And he takes care of business basically. So very interesting direction for the Hulk. I might actually have to pick up issue just to see what they're going to do with this book. So I'm just at least glad to have finally found a copy. I just don't, these high Marvel cover prices on these #1s. This one's $5, the other one's $6. Cost me like $11 in tax to get just 2 books. So that was a little frustrating. Hey, what's up, Lindsay? How's it going? Another one I will read later after the auctions and all that fun stuff. Got a Plastic Man #1, the B cover, the Amanda Connor variant. So I've heard really good things about this book. I've heard not so good things about this book. So I'll read it and judge it for myself. So that comic shop also I picked up about 4 back issues. My opinion, pretty solid deal. So I found a Ultimate Fallout second print #4 for cover price. So first appearance of Miles Morales. I already have the first print, but couldn't pass up the variant cover second print for cover. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I know I just sold most of my Spawn collection, the Joker, over the weekend in the Legends Live box, but I couldn't pass getting a Spawn #2 newsstand for $3. So I think these are a little bit more sought after because obviously, 2 had a much lower print run than issue 1, and I think the newsstands are about probably 10% of the actual print run itself. So for $3, I just couldn't pass up on this. Hey, what's up, Roman Curtis? There's the auction superstar. Roman, you better show up to All About Comics auction tonight and start keeping scores again. So, but yeah, I got this for $3. Couldn't be happier with that. I actually didn't have this issue already. Got an X-Men 200 for $2. So I'll be flipping through this, of course, as well. What's up, Comic Bags? How's it going? So the old double-sized X-Men, Bronze Age, $2. Could pass up on that. And the last book I got, $6. I just don't see it around. Romans, it's at about 45 minutes from now. I think it's 8:30 Eastern time. So $6. I got an Alpha Flight 33 newsstand. They had one on their wall for $11 that was a direct edition. So I found this in their back issue bins. It's the first appearance of Lady Deathstrike. So didn't have that, but $6. I got to talking to the guy from the store. He was a really nice guy, so I at least wanted to support him by maybe doing like a $20 purchase. And I saw this for $6. Like, yeah, why not? It's about for maybe a little under for what it goes for online, not shipped. So $6. Usually I don't pay that much for my own books, but because I'm a cheapskate at the end of the day. But I wanted to show the guy a little bit of the support. And yeah, I got a 33. All right. Oh, I still have 2 hardcovers from the Midtown Hall I forgot about. So they even had hardcovers for about 75% off. So I think I paid. So I got The Walking Dead. Here's Negan. This was $8 on their website. So I've been wanting to read this ever since the fun that was the Image blind boxes last year. I never got a chance to read Here's Negan because the one shot was not in my blind box I got. So I just got the hardcover for $8 instead of paying $500 for the one shot that came in that box. Hey, what's up, Miss Hustle? There's the Princess of Canada or something everyone's calling her. Boy who had 7. Hey, how's it going, man? But $8 for that. I'll definitely be flipping through that. And what I couldn't believe was 75% off was. I'm glad you're here. I think this is one of Lindsay's favorites. Paper Girls, Volume 1, the big hardcover edition. I think this is either 1 through 10 or 1 through 12. But yeah, but it was signed and 75% off. So Cliff Chang signed it and Brian K. Vaughan signed it, $14. So definitely couldn't pass this up. I love Brian K. Vaughan's work. I will definitely be giving this a read. I'm still finishing up Private Eye. Thought doing a new crazy segment on my channel called like the Brian K. Vaughan-a-thon because I have plans to read this, Private Eye, and Sagas Volume 1 and 2, basically all the hardcovers and stuff. Yeah, Lindsay, it was signed. Like I said, I guess they had some sort of special promotion way back when they had them sign all these books, and then for some reason they didn't sell the books, so they just put them 75% off. Yeah, I paid $14 total for this book, so I thought that was really awesome. The cover on it alone is $35, unsigned, so definitely couldn't pass this up. I've been eyeballing this volume anyway. But I was so excited. That's the reason I put this whole lot together so I could get the whole deal. Because I think if you spend like $75 on Midtown's website, they just ship for free. So I wanted to get the 2 hardcovers, so I just started building stuff until I spent like $100. So got a little out of control, but hey, it is what it is. All right. So the next thing I want to talk about, on top of my huge mess I just made here, Poor Man's Comics sent me a really awesome AOK about a month back. And he has been picking on me and egging me on to read his trade, which shame on me, I procrastinated on. But I finally just shoved everything aside. It's like, I'm going to read this trade for Poor Man's Comics. So this is A Port of Earth. And man, I'm glad he twisted my arm to read this. This is a really cool book, guys. I had never heard of this before he sent it to me. It is from Zach Kaplan and Andrea Muti, however you pronounce that last name. So this book, basically what happens in this book, it takes place in the kind of not too distant future like most comics do nowadays. And basically aliens show up and they have a proposition and they're like, we're not here to be good guys. We're not here to be bad guys. Oh, Count Bags, this is an Image Top Cow imprint. So it's from Image / Top Cow. So like the Mark Silvestri side of Image. But they're like, we're not here to be good guys, but we're not here to be bad guys. We're not going to attack you. We're not going to take over your world. What we want is business. So these aliens show up with a business mindset because they're apparently the whole galaxy of, aliens that are united. They use water instead of like fossil fuels, oils, or turbine stuff. And that's how they power whatever they need to power, basically. So they barter a deal with humanity. Like, we need a port on your planet to have the galaxy survive. We're not going to give you too much. What we want to give you, though, is technology. Then basically what that means is instead of humans now having to rely on fossil fuels and that type of stuff, they can use water based on the technology the aliens are going to give them. So of course they all agree. So the most interesting thing about this is, though, is Earth really, when it comes to that port, they have no control over what happens at the port, who visits the port. Basically, they're just told if an alien visits the port, leave them alone and they will leave you alone. Do not interfere with anything at all they're doing. Don't try to hurt them. Don't ask them any questions. They just there to visit, fuel up basically with water, and leave. So, of course, what's going to happen usually in comic books is once a promise is made like that, aliens will show up and, be like a rogue group of aliens will venture out into, say, San Francisco and start shooting up the place. And then the humans, of course, defend themselves with tanks and stuff. Then the aliens show up like, why did we tell you guys? We told you guys not to kill any aliens. And they're like, well, they were ripping up our town. So there's a little bit of tension. But the interesting thing is everything I just told you is through a point of view of this lady interviewer and basically the guy who's the liaison between humanity and the aliens. Actually, here, I'll just read the cover. It says, what if aliens come to Earth, not in peace or in violence, but in business with one simple deal? Open up a spaceport here on Earth in exchange for advanced technology. But when our alien visitors break port restrictions and wreak havoc in our cities, it falls to the newly formed Earth Security Agency, or ESA, to track down and safely deport dangerous rogue aliens back to the port of Earth. When a deadly alien kills an innocent person on the California coast, ESA agents Rice and McIntyre, which are two protagonists, must hunt down the alien while balancing between strict agency protocols and the protection of human lives. A gritty, political charged action thriller from Zach Kaplan, Andrea Muti, who I guess also worked on some of the Rebels and Star Wars stuff. So it's pretty cool. And another thing I like to touch on in this book is just the culture of the Earth they're creating. So because they have all this new technology with refining water into making things work, there's a lot of the workforce in Earth in this book that just they're beat down. They don't have jobs because you got your gas station workers, your manufacturers, the people who basically work for Exxon. Basically, all those people who refine fuel. They're all out of a job now. So it's a very gritty world they're creating in this book. So I absolutely recommend this. I think it's still ongoing. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, I just read this a few days ago. And yeah, I am very happy he sent this to me and wanted me to review it here on my channel because this is awesome. So this covers issues 1 through 4 if you guys want to pick up this trade. So I'll definitely have to look for, I don't know if there's going to be a next trade. I don't know how Top Cow works. I feel like they do more of the paperback little volumes than like one massive volume like this, say Paper Girls here. I'd like to have something like this because that's the way I collect. But I think they do like this and like I know on Witchblade they had like those big compendiums which are like 25 issue paperbacks basically. So if there's a hardcover of this, I will definitely be getting it. But if you guys want to read this, it's probably the best way just to find a trade online or at your shop. So absolutely check Port of Earth out. Like I said, I'd never heard of this before, but I can't recommend it enough now. So thank you, Poor Man's Comics. Check his channel out if you guys haven't. Hey, what's up, Chuck? Yeah, Chuck read it. That's good. Awesome, man. So yeah, I will definitely be recommending this as much as I can. I'll be reading this, that's for sure. But like I said, I gotta get through the Private Eye first. That's my main thing I need to get through next is a Private Eye by Brian K. Vaughan and Marcos Martin. Oh yeah, and I did review Barrier too. So like I said, we're gonna have a Brian K. Vaughan-a-thon on my channel. So maybe once a week we'll just turn this into a Brian K. Vaughan review show for the next month and just get everything out of the way. So all right, so it's about pushing 7:52 here. So I gotta get ready for. I'll do one last plug real quick for his auction, but I gotta get ready for the All About Comics auction here about 40 minutes, I think, 8:30 Eastern time. And then be sure to join the core Friday nights, 10 p.m. Eastern on Reviews from the Batcaves channel. Work pending. I should be there this weekend as usual. So I always recommend just watching because you never know what we're going to talk about and you never know what guests are going to pop in. So it's been a lot of fun so far. I think we're 2 or 3 episodes in. So it's been a lot of fun. I'm very appreciative of those guys for having me as usual. But other than that, I'm going to let you guys go. So wow, 13 watching right now, 10 thumbs up. Thank you guys so much. we'll be retiring the computer after tonight, so hopefully next week we'll have an even smoother show. Thank you, Chuck. We'll just go down and run down the chat one more time. Thank everybody for showing up. Thank you, Boy Who Had 7. Lindsay's Geeked Out Knickknacks. First time I've seen you in my live stream. Thank you for being here. Comic Bags 22. He always makes it. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Who else we got here? Miss Hustle. She's always in these live streams. Thank you, Miss Hustle, for being here. Tat Comics. I'm sorry, Tat. I won't be here by the time you get back. Hopefully I don't miss anybody here. Splash Page Comics, Comic Boys, Roman Curtis. Hopefully he's at the auction. He loves auctions. Symphonic Elk, that guy's the man. Check out his channel. He has giveaways like every single video now. So if you guys aren't subscribed to Symphonic Elk, you are missing out. That's for sure. Bueller stopped by. So Comics with Bueller, same thing. He's got a 500 sub contest going on. I don't need to tell you guys, check out his channel. He's awesome. TJ Watson was in the house, and Trinity Entertainment, Jeremy Edwards. So thank you guys. Oh, and Joker M21 from the New York Warriors. They had a great live show last night too, man. I try to never miss the Warriors live stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching me ramble on about all this insane, goofy stuff I picked up. I don't know why I keep still picking up this much. I clear stuff out, sell it for cheap, and then get more stuff in. I guess that's just the way I collect. So thank you guys so much, and have a good night.